following broadcast is a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Media Network. The headset is on. It's game time.
All right, welcome. It's actually not the Ontario team anymore. They backed out at the last moment. It is the Ottawa Knights that the Astros are playing. You missed two batters. Both of them have gotten on base, and there's one out. So this is actually the fourth batter now. The first runner got on base via hit by a pitch, and the second runner was struck out, and then the third is on base now. While I was trying to figure out what's wrong with our equipment, so I'm not exactly sure what happened there. But we are in the top of the first inning here, and we'll get the team names changed for you here in just a moment. The Ottawa Knights are actually in a light blue, and we need to flip-flop our home and away teams because they didn't let us know until about 2 seconds before the first pitch. So hang on, and I'll get this all sorted away here, and we'll be ready to rock momentarily. All right, 3-1 the count now here, and this is, let's take a look at the lineup. It's Ashton Renus, if I'm saying that correctly. If I'm not, please let me know, and I'll say it right. Check that. It's not. It was actually Caden Neuarth, and Neuarth will hit a shot out into left field and coming in from third, and they'll roll one more runner, and here comes the throw. It's not going to be in time, and it's 2-0 Stars. It's 2-0 Astros, excuse me. Demarion Semenko along with Jackson Ammerman scoring runs 1 and 2 for the Astros. And that puts runners on second and third. There is one out. There was one out when we came on the air, so everything you see on your scoreboard now is correct. Stars have the Astros have 2 hits. Owatonna has yet to come up to bat, obviously, and now we'll have a courtesy runner at second base. And that appears to be Caleb Christensen. And now we got Jack Gould up to bat. No balls and 2 strikes. Once again, 2 runners on here for the Stars. Pitching for the Knights is Oakham, number 35, and we'll go around the bases here when the opportunity presents itself for the Knights, as that pitch will come outside for a ball. 1 and 2 the count now here for Mr. Gould. And the 1-2 delivery from Oakham is up high. And now the count is even at 2 apiece. Once again, you're watching the Post 400 Astros and the Owatonna Knights. Got him on the inside edge. That is a strikeout. And that will put 2 outs on the board, and they'll bring up the next batter here. That's Malachi Weremeyer. Make sure, yep, the mic is working. Awesome. First pitch to Weremeyer will miss for a ball. It's 1-0. 83, I believe is what it was. Yeah, 83 under a partly cloudy sky, a forecasted high of 85 today. And that one's hit up high. It's a pop-up to shallow left field, and the third baseman will make the dive and not make the catch. That's going to go into the book as an error. And a run will score as a result of that error. And it's now 3-0 in favor of the Astros. Astros won the first game in Florida, 8-2, I believe, was the final score. They won yesterday as well, 4-2. That was the Stars score. 2-0. I don't remember the score from yesterday's game, but the Astros did win it. We'll put it that way. So the Astros, knock on wood, there is some about maybe 10 feet to the right of our broadcast station here, that I don't jinx the Astros like I did the Stars yesterday. That one's hit out into left field. It'll drop for a hit, and runners on first and second on the base hit single. Two runs actually came in to score on that previous play, so it's 4-0 Astros. Runners on first and second. And the swing and the pitch, I meant to say, comes in for a strike. It's Nick Hosbargen at the plate. And Hosbargen off the tip of the glove of the third baseman. He'll go into left field, and another run will score. Runners will remain at first and second on the RBI hit by Hosbargen. Turn down my mic just a little bit here. So it's now 5-0 in favor of the Astros as that pitch will come outside for a ball. At first base is Charbonneau. At second base is Nicholson. At third base is Peloso. And at shortstop is, if I'm saying it right, Chubak. Like I said, I had zero opportunity to study up on this team. He's going to be safe at third as his foot came off the bag. So now it's runners on the corners for the Astros. Up 5-0, and the count is now 2 balls, no strikes. Demarion Semenko, the batter. In the outfield for the Knights, you got Colt out in left, and in center is Watson, and in right field is Stiller. Once again, Oakham is the starting pitcher, and he'll get Semenko swinging there. It's 2 balls, 1 strike. Two away, 2-1 count coming here from Oakham. And Oakham delivers. Runner goes, swing and a miss, throw up to second, and that won't be strike 2. And now the runner moves up. And runners will be potentially taken out. Well, no, it's only 2-2, so. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on. 2's across the board for Oakham's 2-2 pitch to Semenko, and time is called. Well, wherever you may be watching, we certainly appreciate you tuning in here on this bright sunny day down in Vero Beach, Florida. And we're certainly appreciative of Post 400 and all the other sponsors who made Magnitude's trip down here to Florida possible. And there's another strikeout, and Semenko will go down swinging, and that will end the inning. And the top half of the inning, I should say. But it was a good one. They leave 2 on base, get 4 hits on one on apparently I need to flip-flop our line score too. I was not aware of that. So we'll do that here in a moment. What we'll do is we won't take a commercial break, so I can edit that. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back as we head into the bottom of the first. It'll be the first time that we see the Knights bat. This is Watson, the center fielder. And here's the pitch, swing and a miss for strike number 1. Pitching today is, let's see here, Owen Shannon. Shannon delivers a strike down the middle, nicely done. Andre Work is at first base. Malachi Wurmeyer is at second base. Jack Gould is at third base. And the shortstop for the Astros today is going to be Jackson Ammerman. And that one's going to be grounded out to Ammerman. He'll fire it over, and they'll get the out. The outfield is going to be Nick Hosbargen in left. In center field will be Demarian Semenko. And in right field will be Joe Gould. Let me double check that. Yep. Joe Gould would be in right field, and Jack Gould will be at third base. I got those two flip-flopped. My apologies. All right, we got both lineups in order now, and that was it a strikeout? Looks like it. So the new batter now will be the catcher McKinnon, with 2 away here in the bottom half of the first. Astros coming out with a hot 5-run first inning. Once again. We'll go around the bases here in just a moment just to get you refreshed. Now that I got everything straight, that one will bounce off, and the count is 1 ball, 1 strike. Andrew Work at first, Malachi Wurmeyer at second, Jack Gould at third, and behind the plate catching is Caden Newworth. On the mound is Owen Shannon. In the outfield, Nick Hosbargen in left, Demarian Semenko in center field, and Joe Gould in right field. And that's how the Stars line up defensively. Or the Astros line up defensively here. I wonder how many times I'm going to mix that up. 1 ball and 2 strikes. All right, and that will end it here. As I was getting some text messages that we were streaming to yesterday's link. So if that is you watching on yesterday's link, tell your friends watching on today's link to come over to the same link that you're watching on, and I'll see if I can get that fixed here right now. How do you spell Owatonna? All right, welcome back. Top of the second. The Astros leading 5-0 here as we go to our lineup. That pitch will come inside for a ball. And it is Owen Shannon batting. He's batter number 2 in the lineup. The Stars bat Semenko, Shannon. Let's try that again. Semenko, Shannon, and Ammerman 1, 2, and 3. Ammerman is on deck right now. That one's fouled right into the hands of Ammerman, who's on deck. And then the middle order at 4, 5, and 6 is Work, Neuwirth, and Jack Gould. And then the bottom of the order is Weremeyer, Joe Gould, and Hosbargen at 7, 8, and 9 in the batting lineup. So pending changes, that's how this one will roll. Depending on how large of a lead the Astros build up here in inning number 2. He's going to get a piece of that one, foul it away, and 2 fouled away pitches will equal a count of 1 and 2. Here's the windup and the delivery, and that's a little bit high, and that will be ball 2. So Oakham on 4 pitches here has delivered a 2-2 count, and now he gets him swinging. That's a Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout. And it's 5-0 on the Sean Carlson Mortgage Lender Town and Country Credit Union scoreboard. In favor of the Post 400 Astros. And Oakham's pitch is up and in for a ball. 0-1 to the batter. That is Jackson Ammerman. Oakham will deliver the 1-0, and Ammerman will send that straight into center field. And it's going to be over the head. He'll drop for a hit. He's going to come to second. It's going to be close. And he's in safely at second base. So with the double there by Ammerman, they'll bring up Andre Work, the first baseman. I haven't seen the Astros play yet this year, but based on the final scores that I've seen and a couple of the highlights that I've heard about from coaches, they have a pretty good team this year. And that only spells bright future for Post 400 in the long run. As over the next year or two, some of these players will end up on the Stars, as the Stars will graduate 2 more seniors this coming year. Had a big graduating class, you could say, last year from their Legion team. Of course, some seniors, depending on their date of birth, are eligible for 2 senior years on a Legion baseball team, at least according to the North Dakota version of the American Legion rules. I'm not sure if that is countrywide. My guess is that it would be, but 1 ball and 1 strike. And that one's just, oh, really? I thought that was a little high, but I guess not. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Andre Work. And he'll throw that to second, because if he wouldn't have, he would have got called for a balk, and instead of a attempted pickoff, it would have been a free steal to third. So he had no choice but to throw that one to second. Unless he had an awesome pivot foot. Did he go? He might have. That was close. And they're saying he did not go. So it's 2 balls, 2 strikes now here to Work. Caden Newarth on deck for the Astros. Oakham glances at second. Wines deals a 2-2. That one's popped up. Foul territory. Can the first baseman make a play? No, it lands on the Astros dugout roof, and that will result in 1 more pitch at minimum here for Andre Work. I'll have to double check the roster and make sure I didn't forget the W. If it's Andre or Andrew, I'm not sure. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Got him. So after the strikeout, it'll be the catcher, Caden Newarth. Once again, runner on second for the Astros, scoring 5 in the first inning. Now they have 2 outs and have yet to score here in inning number 2, as that first pitch from Oakham comes across for a strike. And if the word has gotten out to the Knights fans and you're tuning in, we certainly appreciate you doing so and wish your team the best of luck. And hopefully the only thing that one of these 2 teams' fan bases do not like about the broadcast is the final numbers on the scoreboard. So that would be our only hope. No balls and 2 strikes to the catcher, Caden Newarth. And Oakham will set and deliver. Hit hard, high left field, out towards the Jackie Robinson sign, and he will make the catch, and that will strand a runner on base, and that'll bring us to the middle of 2. 1.5 complete, and the Astros up 5-0 here on the Sean Carlson Town and Country Credit Union scoreboard. We'll be back in just a moment here on Magnitude Sports.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Signorama of Fargo is the trusted, preferred signage vendor of NDSU athletics. The global leader in the sign and graphic industry, Signorama is the way to grow your business. Competitive prices, free consultations and estimates, signage solutions that fit your budget. Signorama is locally owned and committed to community support. Trusted by the Bison, be a championship business with Signorama. Call or go online at sarvalley.com.
You didn't like the call? Please remember the officials on the court and the field have the best view of the action as it happens. More officials are needed. People like you. Stay connected to the game you love. Contact the NDHSAA, MSHSL, or your local high school to find out how to become an official. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports.
No, the volume's working just fine. Just trying to chat through the music is all, and they're taking a little bit extra break between this half inning here. I don't know if we have a new pitcher or what the scenario is. Number 5, nope, we do not have a new pitcher. He's just getting a very long break here between the top of the second and bottom of the second. So as soon as the music's done playing, we will turn our mics back on. All right, welcome back. And the first pitch from Shannon, inside for a ball. The batter is Lothar. He's the extra hitter. And 1-0 to Lothar. Here's the 1-0 delivery. Lothar will take that up high for ball 2. That one just barely missed the strike zone. Usually that strike zone's between the knees and the shoulders, and that looked like it was right at shoulder level. So just a little bit high, and now it's 2 balls and no strikes. And that one will come in for a strike, and that will deflate the 2-0 count to 2-1. I want to say thanks to the to Coach Harcourt, I believe, if I'm. A couple of these names are a little bit handwriting misleading, so but he gave me a paper lineup for their team and it had last names on it, so that's awesome because I'd like to give credit to both teams when I'm able to. Here's the pitch. 3-1 turns into 3-2. Full count for Shannon. He delivers. Got it outside edge. He thought that he was taken off for a walk, but that's not the case, and that's a Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout for Owen Shannon. And now Shannon will try and get another one here against the next batter, and that is the first baseman, Charbonneau. Here's the pitch. And did he go? Yes, he did. Strike 1. Went a little bit too far. Couldn't hold back his swing there, Charbonneau. So 1 away and an 0-1 count here for Shannon. And he'll wind and deliver that 0-1. Swing and a miss on a pitch that was potentially going below the knees, but it doesn't matter now. It's 0-2. On deck is Chubak. If I'm saying that incorrectly, I apologize. Chubak. Somebody taken off from the Vero Beach Airport, which is just maybe maybe 300 or 400, maybe I'm going to say 300 yards behind the flags in right field. You can't see the flags, so I'll say 300 yards behind the palm tree in right field that you can see on your screen right now. Time will be called so that Chubak will get the loose ball and go back into the batter's pitch with no danger of being hit by a pitch potentially, or maybe a flying bat for that matter, or any other things that could potentially go wrong. And a swing and a miss, drop third strike, and he'll just be tagged out. And that's another Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout here for Owen Shannon, excuse me. So back-to-back strikeouts, and now he'll face Chubak. Our strikeout graphic was not working correctly during yesterday's game, so I spent the night in the hotel fixing it. So make it up to Buffalo Wild Wings over the season. 1 ball, no strikes. There's a strike. 1/3 of the way to another Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout for Owen Shannon. There we go. There's a partial makeup. 1 ball, 1 strike. Shannon delivers low for ball 2. The wind and the 2-1 deal. Outside, got the corner, strike 2. Oh, did that one hit him? Yes, it did. That was a nasty curveball, and he'll get on base as a result. So runner on first now, and that'll bring up the next batter. It is the designated hitter, Chasson. Pitch will be a little bit outside for a ball. 1-0 here to Chasson. Another one that floats to the outside, and a quick 2 balls, no strike count. So the chat may be turned on, but I just looked at my settings, and there's no way for me to turn it on my end here, and that's probably in my operator error on that. It's something I can fix I can fix right now, but then I'd have to give up the commentary. So just trust me, we'll take care of it before the 7 o'clock game tonight for the Stars, who I believe are taking on Ontario Gray. But I guess we'll find out when we show up to the field. So there's a walk, and now 2 runners on. Time's called as Astros coach is going to make a trip to the mound here, and we'll see. I'm guessing it's just a chat and nothing more than that. They have a 5-0 lead, 2 runners on with 2 outs, so you just want to kind of coach the kids on how to get through this particular scenario, and hence why the coach is coming out to give them a reminder on what to potentially do here. And think part of that conversation is, hey, if this is like a grounder to a positional player, take the out that's closest. Don't take any chances. We just need one out to get out of this inning with a 5-0 lead. So that's probably part of that conversation that occurred. We'll have to get microphones for the coaches next year. This one is grounded out to a positional player, and a little flip to second is exactly what happened and exactly what was needed. So they strand 2 on base as the Werner will reach on a fielder's choice. And that will end the second inning of play. We'll be back in a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Buying, selling, or leasing commercial real estate or farmland in the Fargo-Moorhead and surrounding area? From office to retail, industrial to multifamily, commercial land to farmland. As the #1 commercial, sales, and leasing brokerage in the FM region, Goldmark Commercial has the experience and skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs with the highest levels of customer service and marketing around. Trust the experts at Goldmark Commercial Real Estate to lead your team to success.
You may already know that at Clothes Mentor, you can shop great designer brands without the full designer price, and that you can bring your gently used items into Clothes Mentor and sell them for cash on the spot. Here's something else you should know. Buying and selling at Clothes Mentor aids in water preservation, reduces chemical pollution, decreases landfill waste, boosts your local community. That's right, it's resale, and it's better than retail. Be green and kind to the environment by selling your clothing and buying sustainable fashion for yourself.
All right, welcome back. Top of the third is coming up here. And just tapping into our my YouTube app on my phone here so I can look at the chat. And I believe it's Jack Gould batting, if I remember from memory here. Let's see. Hey, Jim, thanks for watching once again. And the strike zone is brutal, says Miss. And we'll leave that to his opinion and not mine. I tried to make the sliding catch there, but couldn't. It'll result in a base hit. Puts a runner on, and it was indeed Jack Gould. And now it'll be Malachi Werlemeyer stepping up to the plate here with a runner on. 5-0, all 5 runs scored in the top of the first. As they got their first 3 of 4 batters on to load the bases. The third batter was, I believe, struck out. We were still trying to get on the air when that strikeout happened. That one's fouled off, and it will one hop into the parking lot. Off a hard cement springboard. So strike 1 as a result. And another plane coming overhead. Once again, there's an airport maybe 200 to 300 yards behind the palm tree in right field. Now you can see the flags that I've zoomed out just a little bit, and that pitch will float to the outside. And it should be 1 ball, 1 strike, I do believe. Scoreboard shows 1-0, but let's see here. Well, we'll go with 1-0. Maybe I'm wrong. Nope. Now the scoreboard matches what I thought. So 1 ball, 1 strike. And now a snap throw up to first on that pitch came across as ball 2. So, or did it come across as a strike? I didn't see the umpire make the strike call. Yeah, it is 1 and 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Now I'm 1 for 1 on my correct and incorrect. Yeah, I just got a message on Facebook. Yes, the Astros are playing. right, just had to send the link. As some of you know, the link for today was scheduled against an Ontario team, and when we showed up to the field, it was Owatonna. So we had to change the link, and we apologize for the confusion that may have caused. 2 balls and 1 strike. The count now here to, I believe this is Nick Hosbargen. No, Malachi Wurmeyer. Nope, I was wrong. It was Joe Gould. Jack Gould is on, was the first batter. Wurmeyer was the second batter. He's the runner on first right now, and Joe Gould the batter now. So 3 balls and a strike to Joe Gould. And this one will come in low, and he will walk. So 2 runners on now. Get all 3 bases on camera here for you, so I don't have to do too much panning, depending on what happens. Nick Hosbargen, the batter now. And he'll foul the first one back for a strike, 0-1. Kevin, if you're just tuning in, appreciate the message you sent on Facebook, and glad we could get the link for the current game sent to you. So it's 84 degrees right now here in Vero Beach, Florida. And the batter is Nick Hosbargen. The the Astros have runners on first and second right now. They scored all 5 of their runs in the top of the first inning. They have scored none in the second inning, and now we got a grounder, a little hop to second, and they will not make the throw to first. So they'll put runners on corners, put 2 outs on the board, as they did not attempt the double play, which was probably a smart play because it's early in the season for every team that's playing baseball right now. And the last thing you want to do, trailing 5-0, is, try to get that double play, have it go disastrous on you, and suddenly it's 6-0. So that'll clear the count here for the top of the order. It's the center fielder, Demarian Semenko, who made a fantastic catch on the first day. A game that I unfortunately was not here, but I heard all about it. Nice hard grounder into the gap between third and short. That'll be an RBI single for Semenko as the throw comes into third base. And the Stars score again. They are up 6-0. So Semenko will get the base hit, and that'll bring up Owen Shannon, the pitcher. Runners on first and second. No runner on third anymore as he came in to score just now. And it's a 6-0 lead. And now they'll throw it back to second, but getting back in time is Hosbargen. Hosbargen, the runner on second. Now, I didn't have a chance to research this, but I believe this team is from Minnesota. I'm not aware of any other Owatonnas in this country, but that one's popped up. Chance here for the catcher to make the grab, and he does, and that will retire the Astros here as they strand 2 on base as we go to the middle of 3. As we have our third plane in 2 innings. Sky overhead. Astros tack on 1 more. They're up 6-0. Here on the Knights, here on the Magnitude Sports Network. Be right back.
Do you have a teen ready for driving lessons? Don't know what they need to do or when things need to be done? If busyness keeps you from driving with them, then Gotta Go Driving School is the place to call. Jeff Weber at Gotta Go Driving School has been teaching driving lessons to all age groups since 1991. Call Jeff at Gotta Go Driving, 238-0236. Jeff will tell you to start planning ahead now. Don't wait. Got a new driver? Then it's Gotta Go Driving School. Talk to Jeff or go online at gottagodrivingschool.com.
While the scoreboard reveals the winner of an athletic contest, the real winners are the players, coaches, and fans who show good sportsmanship. Those who treat the game as a competition, show concern for an injured player, and accept all decisions from game officials. Please remember to be a good sport when attending a high school game. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports.
All right, welcome back. 6-0 lead here as we head into the bottom half of the third. Let's see if the Knights can get on the scoreboard here. Once again, coming up at 7 o'clock tonight, we'll have the Post 400 Stars. They'll be playing on the same field that they had the 17-13 slugfest on yesterday. And hopefully they'll come out on the upside of the scoreboard, unlike they did against the Ontario Nationals yesterday. It was a tale of two halves of games. It was Stars dominant. Let's try that again. It was Stars dominant in the first 4 innings, and then the first 3.5 innings, and then the final 3.5 innings, it was Nationals dominant. And that final inning in the 6th inning, actually it was 2.5 because that game ended in 6 innings. That final 6 innings was a crazy one for sure. If you haven't seen it yet, I'll let you. That one's lifted up high to right field, and chasing back, and it'll go over his head. And he's going to try for 3, and he's going to more than likely get there, as that throw is still in the outfield as he reaches third, standing on a triple. Nicely done there. That's the first hit of the game here for the Knights. That was Coate who got the stand-up triple. And now it's Nicholson, Coate's the left fielder, Nicholson the second baseman. Stepping up to the plate now. First pitch hits the edge for strike 1. Nicely done. And that's the 4th plane now taking off from the Vero Beach Airport. I wish I could have flown into Vero Beach. I don't think our airplane sponsor would have liked the tab for that one, though. It was a lot cheaper to fly where I did and get a rental car. At least I think it is. So I think it was. One. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. There's another plane. It's number 5. If I could keep track of strikeouts as good as I could keep track of planes, that'd be amazing. Between 1:30 and 2 o'clock must be a good time to take off from the airport. There's a Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout for Owen Shannon. Puts an out up on the board and brings up the new batter. It's the top of the order, center fielder Watson. And the delivery to Watson, low but right above the kneecap. Strike 1. I don't think any batter in the history of batters would have taken a swing at that strike. Nicely thrown pitch there by Owen Shannon. And now he'll bust this one into the dirt, and stealing home and putting the Knights on the board is Coate. So no runners on now. Thought I heard the ump say 1-2, but if that was the case, it's now 2-2, but it's at least 2-1. We'll see if the umpire gives us a confirmation on that count here or not. I believe it's 3-2 now. Yep, it is 3-2, yep. And the payoff, and he'll walk him. That'll bring up the catcher, McKinnon. Puts the third baseman, Peloso, on deck for the Knights. As they have scored one, they've gotten the one they've given up in the top of the third back, but so far the damage done. And taking off for second, he'll get there as the pitch gets through to the backstop. And now he'll go ahead to third. He had a nice jump on the pitch. And now we have a visit to the mound here. He had a nice jump on the pitch. And when he realized that the ball had gone all the way back to the backstop, he took off for third and made it on a head-first slide. I want to take a moment to thank our sponsors, including Buffalo Wild Wings, Sean Carlson, mortgage lender at Town and Country Credit Union, the Knickerbocker, Goldmark Commercial Real Estate, Jeff Weber, Gotta Go Driving School, Advantage Credit Bureau, Custom Express Car Wash, Clothes Mentor, Signorama, Runnings, Touchmark, and Post 400 Baseball and Starion Bank, and for making broadcast coverage possible here for Post 400 Stars, Astros, and coming this summer, the Post 400 Comets. Comets did not make the trip to Florida for spring training games. Two balls and no strikes, and the 2-0 is hit right towards second, and he'll drop it. I think he dropped it when he came up to go for the throw, and that will be an error, and that will allow a run to come in, and now the runner's on first via that error. So it's an RBI error, I guess you could say. And back-to-back pitches for strikes, and now it's an 0-2 count here to the Knights batter. See if I can see where, I believe it's Peloso, the third baseman. He'll try the throw to first, and he's back in time. 0-2 the count now. Thank you for everybody tuning in here. As Florida's a little bit long trip, and not all the fans can make the trip down here, so certainly appreciate that we could, as that one's fouled off towards the Astros dugout. Will remain an 0-2 count. And I'm not trying to rub it in, but if I could set up a permanent office and never go back and still do the Stars and Astros and comments from a remote location, I would. It's been a pretty fantastic trip down here. Another one fouled off towards the Astros dugout. So back-to-back strikes thrown, and now back-to-back fouled away pitches. And on pitch number 5 of the at-bat, the count is still 0-2 with one away and a runner on first. And this one will dribble foul. Just barely. Three fouled away pitches in a row now. And he's staying alive at the plate, Peluso is. And Peluso rips it right to first base. And now the throw up to second, safe. So they'll trade the runner for the out. 2 away and a runner in scoring position now. And if he can come in, that'd cut the lead or cut the deficit in half here for the Owatonna Knights. And now we return to the, oh no we don't, we go to the middle of the order. It's the extra hitter, number 99, Lothar. Lothar swing and miss, strike one. Wind up from Shannon. And that one is hit right to first again. And the flip toss as Shannon covers the plate, and that will end it. They'll leave one stranded on base as we go to the end of 3. And it's 6-2 as the Knights get 2 across the plate and leave one stranded. And now the Astros will come and try and get those 2 back when we return for the top of the 4th, right after this break here on Magnitude Sports. See you soon.
Why do I choose to work here? It's the people. It's the feeling that you get when you've been gone for a weekend and everybody's genuinely happy to see you and you're so happy to see them too.
They are wonderful. The staff is wonderful. They are so friendly. They're so happy all the time.
It's a family. It's just that overall culture that we have. It's a great culture and I'm very lucky to be a part of it.
Your full life happens here at Touchmark.
Signarama of Fargo is the trusted, preferred signage vendor of NDSU athletics. The global leader in the sign and graphic industry, Signarama is the way to grow your business. Competitive prices, free consultations and estimates, signage solutions that fit your budget. Signarama is locally owned and committed to community support. Trusted by the Bison, be a championship business with Signarama. Call or go online at sarvalley.com.
Magnitude Sports would like to remind you that whether you're watching from home or watching from the stands, to please respect officials. Without high school officials, games are canceled and players lose playing time. Contact your local high school to find out how you can become an official and stay connected to the game you love.
Welcome back. We move to the top of the 4th now, and it'll be Jackson Ammerman leading things off here for the Post 400 Astros. He'll be followed by Andrew Work and Caden Newarth, pending changes from the Astros coaching staff. And now that I can hear myself, you can probably hear me. Once again, Jackson Ammerman, Andrew Work, and Caden Newarth will be the batters you'll see this inning for sure here. Top of the 4th. And the pitch comes in from Oakham for a strike. 0-1 on Ammerman now. Once again, if you have a chance to patronize any of the sponsors you hear about in this broadcast, we'd certainly appreciate it. No runnings. Back home, that winter ad still applies, but it may not apply here. The owners of Runnings, who officially approve the sponsorship, actually live about an hour and a half south of Vero Beach in Naples, Florida. So, actually, I think it's a little bit more than an hour and a half. If you go about 100, I think it's about 140, 150 miles south of Vero Beach to Miami. And then you go from the east coast of Florida to the west coast of Florida. It's pretty much right directly across from Miami is where Naples, Florida is at. So we certainly appreciate the Reeds for their sponsorship. 1 ball and 2 strikes via Runnings. It's kind of nice to own a company from Florida. I've been thinking about maybe following in their footsteps. So he got a piece of that one, so he'll remain at bat, Ammerman will. He'll remain 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the windup, and Ammerman will foul that one into the parking lot. And for everybody who parked there, hopefully they saw the warning sign about foul balls. They have enough of them up here along the first base line, I can tell you that for sure. I've seen pretty much all of them. 1-2, strikeout. Ammerman goes down on strikes as another plane takes off from the Vero Beach Airport. And now it'll be up to Andrew Work to try and get a runner on base here with 1 away in the top half of the 4th inning. And the pitch. Drops low, ball 1. One and 0. And that one will be 2-0 now. Once again, I want to thank the construction crew here at the field, as they have been. They first didn't let me in because they had no idea who I was, and they said it was too dangerous to be in here. And now I'm in here with my equipment broadcasting, so it's not as dangerous for a broadcaster as it is for the general public, and I appreciate that. And there's airplane number 7 now taking off from the airport within the last 40 minutes. Swing and a miss. That's back-to-back strikeouts here for Oakham. Oh, I'm sorry. It's only 2-2. My bad. I thought he swung and missed. Maybe he made contact into the dirt. Here's the 2-2. That one made contact. Bounces off the second base bag and into center field, and he'll be good at first on a single. Puts another hit on the board and a runner on, and that brings up Caden Neuwirth. There is, I was explaining how this complex was set up in yesterday's Stars broadcast from this field as they go to first, and they won't get the runner out. There are 4 baseball fields here, but there are also 4 softball fields here as plane number 8 takes off from the Vero Beach Airport. That one hits the strike zone. It's 0-1. There is a Toronto softball team down here in Florida, and they also have 4 softball fields in addition to the 4 baseball fields. So the baseball field that we're on now, directly off to the right is where the Stars played in their game last night, and then there's 2 other fields behind that field. And then directly behind us are 4 softball fields. And on the layout, the home plates of all 4 of those softball fields are pretty much pinned. If you look it up on Google Maps, you'll know what I'm talking about. And the next plane will be plane number 10, as that's number 9. As that pitch comes in for a strike. So 2 away, runners on first, or runner on first, I should say. And swung and fouls it away into the restricted construction zone. One ball, 1 strike. And that one's right up the middle. And he'll bobble it at second, make the throw to first, and he's out at first. So they'll leave a runner on, and that will end the top half of the 4th inning. 6-2 our score in favor of the Astros. The Knights coming up to bat when we return after this here on Magnitude Sports.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Signarama of Fargo is the trusted, preferred signage vendor of NDSU athletics. The global leader in the sign and graphic industry, Signarama is the way to grow your business. Competitive prices, free consultations and estimates, signage solutions that fit your budget. Signarama is locally owned and committed to community support. Trusted by the Bison, be a championship business with Signarama. Call or go online at sarvalley.com.
Magnitude Sports would like to remind you that whether you're watching from home or watching from the stands, to please respect officials. Without high school officials, games are canceled and players lose playing time. Contact your local high school to find out how you can become an official and stay connected to the game you love.
All right, welcome back. Bottom of the 4th inning here. I want to say hi to Joey, who messaged us on our Facebook page. I believe he's cheering on the Knights. Thanks a lot for watching, Joey. And I was looking down for a second. I believe our batter was hit by a pitch, and he was. So that was Charbonneau, who will make his way up to first base. Runner on. And now the next batter here will be, and if I'm mispronouncing this, please, Owatonna fans, message us on Facebook. I believe it's the shortstop, Chubak. Six to 2. Astros scored 5 in the top of the first. Neither team would score again until the Astros scored in the top of the third. The Knights would get their 2 in the bottom half of the third and hold the Astros scoreless in the top of the fourth, and that catches you up to where we're at right now. Looks like we have a new pitcher for the Astros, and that new pitcher is going to be Chase Lura. Two balls and no strikes here from Lura. As I got that adjusted now in our lineup card, and that one will be ball 3. So first batter that Lura faces, he tosses 3 ball, or second batter I should say, hits the first one, and now he's on the verge of walking the second one here. And that is airplane number 11, as airplanes 9 and 10 came through during the last commercial break. Well, I might have to make a graphic for that. Three balls and a strike. And that one, we'll walk him. I'll put a runner on first and second now. And that'll bring up, I believe it's the designated hitter number 12. It's the pencil marking is a little hard to read. I believe it's Chasson, possibly. That pitch is a little bit high for a ball, 1-0 here. In Ottawa, okay, Ottawa. Okay, and like I said, the pencil writing is tough, so we can get that fixed on our scoreboard here. Thanks, Joey, for correcting that, and my apologies for misreading the lineup card. So they're not from Minnesota, like I said back in the first or second inning. And the runner will take off for second. The runner will take off for third on the wild pitch. And that will advance the 2 runners. And now it is 3 balls and 1 strike. All right, and that'll bring up the right fielder, Stiller. And now we'll have a visit to the mound for post 400. So let's take a break. We'll get a couple things corrected on our scoreboard. We'll be back in a couple seconds here.
Magnitude Sports would like to remind you that whether you're watching from home or watching from the stands, to please respect officials. Without high school officials, games are canceled and players lose playing time. Contact your local high school to find out how you can become an official and stay connected to the game you love.
All right, welcome back. Top of the fourth. The visit to the mound continues, and looks like I think the pitcher is going to remain the same here. As I think we got all of our scoreboard fixed to correctly name all the visiting, or not the visiting team, but the team that we don't broadcast as often. Let's put it that way. And that one comes through to the backstop, and now the lead has been cut in half. As coming across to score was Charbonneau on the wild pitch. And now the runners will advance to second and third, as that will unload the bases. So it's now 6-3. I think I went to the wrong button on my scoreboard here. It's 6-3 and not 7-3. And now it is 7-4. Uh, 6-4. We'll get that changed. All right, so it's 1 ball, 1 strike now that everything's been adjusted. And 2 in the bottom of the third, 2 so far here in the bottom of the fourth. 2 runners in scoring position, no outs. And once again, the batter here is Stiller. For the Ottawa fans, I only have last names for your players. One other wild pitch, and the runner will come in from third. And that will make it a 1-point game. 6-5 now as Ottawa comes within a run. Except for Pelosa, the third baseman. Now I have his first name, thanks to, I believe, a family member, but or a relative at minimum. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And they're saying he struck him out. That's a Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout. And the first one of the game here for Chase Lura. And now coming up to the plate here is the left fielder, Coate. So the bases are now empty. And Lura will deliver another strike. Even if he wouldn't have swung, I think that would have been a strike anyway. So it came over the inside edge, and now we'll see if Lura can get another Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout or not. And he can. That is a Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout, and that puts 2 down now. So after scoring 3 runs in the inning, the Astros respond by delivering 2 outs, and we'll see if when we return to the top of the order here, this is Watson, the center fielder. Or no, I'm sorry, there's a 1 in front of that. 3, it's the second baseman, Nicholson. And another strike is delivered from Lura to Nicholson. And it's 0-1 now here with 2 away and no runners on. And the 0-1 delivery is inside. And that will result in evening up the count at a ball and a strike. And Watson will come behind here to grab it as plane number 12 takes off from the Vero Beach Airport, which is about 200 to 300 yards right behind right field where you see the palm tree. And to the right of the palm tree are 3 flags. We had a little bit of on and off rain here yesterday, but will they get it? They will get the little the flip toss to first for the out. And that will end the 4th. They strand none, but they get 3 runs across the plate. And now we will move on to the top of the 5th inning. We'll take a break, and we'll be back with that 5th inning right after this here on the Magnitude Sports Network.
Why do I choose to work here? It's the people. It's the feeling that you get when you've been gone for a weekend and everybody's genuinely happy to see you and you're so happy to see them too.
They are wonderful. The staff is wonderful. They are so friendly. They're so happy all the time.
It's a family. It's just that overall culture that we have. It's a great culture, and I'm very lucky to be a part of it.
Your full life happens here at Touchmark.
You may already know that at Clothes Mentor, you can shop great designer brands without the full designer price, and that you can bring your gently used items into Clothes Mentor and sell them for cash on the spot. Here's something else you should know. Buying and selling at Clothes Mentor aids in water preservation, reduces chemical pollution, decreases landfill waste, boosts your local community. That's right, it's resale, and it's better than retail. Be green and kind to the environment by selling your clothing and buying sustainable fashion for yourself.
The Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota is the place for you and your friends to come and enjoy cold drinks, great food, and sports all under a friendly and fun atmosphere. Whether it's the Vikings, Twins, Wild, NDSU Bison, or one of your favorite teams, watch all the games at the Knickerbocker. Open Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 2 a.m., and Sunday, 12 noon to 2 a.m. You can find the Knickerbocker at 412 Main Avenue in Hickson, just a 10-minute drive south of Fargo. Take University Drive, head south until you arrive.
All right, welcome back, and that is the most popular seating section in the stadium right now, the one right under the tree. There is nobody sitting anywhere where there's any sun except for the, and I can say this, except for the cool guys down there, and I put that kindly. And then he's one of the head gurus for Post 400, so I'll keep my comments at that. But everybody else was smart to go under the tree. So the Astros are up to bat here in the top of the fifth inning. We will see Wermeyer, Joe Gould, and Nick Hosbargen, the center fielder, right fielder, and left fielder. Or I'm sorry, the second baseman, right fielder, left fielder. For sure this inning here, it's the bottom of the order, batters 7, 8, and 9. Oakham still on the hill here for the Knights. Oh, no, he's not actually. I thought, let's see here, number 99, that's Lowther. Lowther is the new pitcher here for the Knights. And he delivers a strike on his first pitch, and now the second one escapes into the backstop, and it's 1-1. Well, I know the word's gotten out to some Ottawa fans, so we appreciate you tuning in to the broadcast. And like I said back in the second or third inning, we hope that the only thing you don't enjoy about this broadcast is, depending on which fan base loses, is the final numbers on the scoreboard. So other than that, we try and be fair and equal and honest for both teams involved, and we certainly appreciate that. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nice hard hit, but it goes foul. Got a nice rip on that one, and there'll be 1 ball, 2 strikes as a result. Nobody out, nobody on base. First batter of the top half of the fifth. As I believe this is the first time the Astros have been the visitors on the scoreboard on their trip to Florida. And that'll hit him. He will go up to first base as a result. So Lanthier, if I'm saying that correctly, sends the batter up to first via hit by a pitch, and now stepping up to the plate is Joe Gould. And a swing and a miss on a pitch that floated to the inside. A unique curveball is probably the best way to put that one. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count. And Lanthier delivers the 1-1, and the bat goes over the top of the pitch. 1-2. Runner on first. Got there via hit by a pitch, and here's the 1-2. Swing and miss. Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout for Lanthier. And now that'll bring up the next batter here for the Astros, and it'll be Owen Shannon, who started this game pitching. No, check that. It's Nick Hosbargen. There was a 1 in front of that 5. My bad. So Nick Hosbargen will be the final batter in the order. If he can get on base, will return to the top of the order for the Astros here as McKinnon will go up and have a quick chat here with Lanthier. And the pitch is outside, and that will get off the tip of the glove, and that will allow Wurmeyer to move up to second base. And now another, oh wait, never mind. So runner on second now is Wurmeyer, and here's the pitch, and that's hit right out into center field. And he will not be able to make the grab. And they're going to send Wurmeyer, and they're going to try and get him in on a triple. He's in on a stand-up RBI triple, and now with the wild pitch, he's going to come in and score. Or not the wild pitch, but the wild throw to third. And now the Stars take 2 more runs and build their lead back up by 3. It's 8-5. The Astros, excuse me. It's my first Astros game of the year. I've called all the Stars games so far, so I might make that mistake a couple more times, but I'm sure the Post 400 fans that doesn't bug them too much. As long as their team's winning, I could call them anything I wanted, I think, so. Within reason, of course. So bases are empty now. And it's 1 ball, no strike. And actually, no balls, no strikes to Demarion Semenko, the center fielder. He'll get a strike there, 0-1. And that's playing 14 now. Nothing in 1. Here's the delivery up high for ball 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike now to Semenko, who had a nice catch in center field on opening day. Stars won that game, or the Astros won that game 5-0 against, it was the Stars who beat Ontario Orange. And the Astros, I forget now who they played, but they won that first game 8-2, and then the Stars defeated Ontario Orange 5-0 in the first day for Post 400 here in Vero Beach, Florida, as the sun goes behind the clouds. 1 ball and 2 strikes the count now, and now time is called. Time is called by Semenko. He'll step out, take a couple of swings, and reset his shoulders and step back in. Tap the plate, and we're ready to go. So Semenko down on the count 1-2. And here's the 1-2 delivery. And that one will drop in for a Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout on Semenko. Semenko strikes out, and that brings up Chase Lura, the pitcher. Here's the windup. And it hit the corner up high for a strike, 0-1. Nice pitch there by Lanthier. And Lanthier will wind up and deliver, and that one floats outside for a ball, 1-1. Tried to put it in the same spot as that strike he threw earlier, but Must have left his hand differently and went a little bit too far outside to come close to the strike zone. So as a result, it's 1 ball, 1 strike. And here's the 1-1 delivery. And that one misses for ball 2. So 3 in the same area. Hit it. Missed widely and then just missed on that one pitch. We'll see where he puts it this time. This time right down the middle, and the golf string is good for strike 2 to even up the count. 2-2. Top of the 5th. Astros have plated 2 in this inning so far, including an RBI triple, and then that runner would come from third to home on a wild throw over to third. And that would get over to the left field fence, or the third baseline fence. And that's the result of the 2 runs right now. And that one hit hard to left field. It'll drop for a hit. He'll scoop it up, fire it in, and they'll pump the brakes at first. That's the 8th hit of the game here for the Post 400 Astros, and now stepping up to the plate is Jackson Ammerman, the shortstop. 2 away, runners on first, or runner on first, I should say. Only 1 runner allowed on base at a time. Here's the pitch. That one, it looked to appear to come into the strike zone, but then at the very end, it would float out for ball 1. So, curve ball with too much curve, and he will try again. 1 ball, no strike. Runner on first, and here's the pitch. And that will miss for ball 2. Astros third base coach calling out 5-4-2. So we'll see what 5-4-2 is here on this particular play. And 5-4-2 is a big hit to left field. That's probably good for a flyout. No, he slid and couldn't make the catch. So the runner will come into third, and looking to my right to see where the sun is at. I think we're going to go ahead and charge that. You don't charge an error to a diving outfielder. He was kind of sliding. I think we're going to go ahead and give them a hit. They're not keeping track of hits and errors here, so I have nothing to confirm that with, but I am. So those will be unofficial numbers there, 9-1-6 and 1-1-3. But we can tell you that the score is official, 8-5 right now, as that pitch comes across for a ball, and it's 1-0. So that's a pop-up, and we dropped again, and now the bases are loaded. That will definitely be an error. And now the bases are loaded. Check that, first and second. And after a quick conversation on the mound, they'll get reset here, and stepping up to the plate for the Astros will be Jack Demers. And a strike is tossed to Demers. So the Astros starting to filter in some of their subs here. Up 8-5 in the top of the 5th. And the pitch hit the edge, and then it was dropped. Runners will stay put. It's good for a strike, 0-2. A couple more messages coming in on our Facebook page from Ottawa fans saying the general consensus is thanks for broadcasting, and well, you're very welcome. Wish your team the best of luck here in the remaining couple innings of this game. In addition to the game that happened prior to this point, but I think you knew what I meant there. Jack Demers. And the pitch, and Struck him out. That will do it. The Astros will leave 2 on base. And we'll go to the middle of the 5th now here after the Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout. And the bottom of the 5th is coming up, and the Knights will bring out the bats when we return after this here on Magnitude Sports. Be right back.
Do you have a teen ready for driving lessons? Don't know what they need to do or when things need to be done? If busyness keeps you from driving with them, then Gotta Go Driving School is the place to call. Jeff Weber at Gotta Go Driving School has been teaching driving lessons to all age groups since 1991. Call Jeff at Gotta Go Driving, 238-0236. Jeff will tell you to start planning ahead now. Don't wait. Got a new driver? Then it's Gotta Go Driving School. Talk to Jeff or go online at gottagodrivingschool.com.
You may already know that at Clothes Mentor, you can shop great designer brands without the full designer price, and that you can bring your gently used items into Clothes Mentor and sell them for cash on the spot. Here's something else you should know. Buying and selling at Clothes Mentor aids in water preservation, reduces chemical pollution, decreases landfill waste, boosts your local community. That's right, it's resale, and it's better than retail. Be green and kind to the environment by selling your clothing and buying sustainable fashion for yourself.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
While the scoreboard reveals the winner of an athletic contest, the real winners are the players, coaches, and fans who show good sportsmanship. Those who treat the game as a competition, show concern for an injured player, and accept all decisions from game officials. Please remember to be a good sport when attending a high school game. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports.
All right, welcome back. Bottom of the 5th coming up here. I want to say hi to, let's see here. Let's catch up on our chat here. Ian from, I believe, from Ottawa. And then Matt Bryant says Coach Almy is looking really nice at first. Jake Jaroszewski says Coach Almy is the best coach ever. Logan Sullivan says Coach Benson is the best third base coach out there. Hayden says, hi, Mike. Hi, Hayden. Hope you're doing well. Ian says, just an FYI, Ottawa is in Ontario, Canada, and not Pennsylvania. Thank you, Ian, for clarifying that. As I was told it was an Ontario team, but then it was Ontario. Yeah, I think you know what I meant to say. Ottawa was on the lineup card, or at least that's what I thought it was, based on the pencils. Scratch marks, and that one is hit right towards the shortstop, and he'll fire it over to first, or he will not fire it over to first. So the runner's on with an infield hit. The weather right now, it is partly cloudy, right now it's sunny and 88 here in Vero Beach. Jake and Trent says, where's Easton? He's my hero. So thanks for chiming in on all that. We certainly appreciate that. We can turn this mic back on since the music's not playing now. And at the plate, let's see here, number 13, that is the second baseman, Nicholson. No, it's number 17, actually. It's the catcher, McKinnon. And nice grab. I don't know if you could see it through the green tent that was there, but he did make the catch. So that is one out. Runner goes to second. He'll make it standing as the pitch escapes the glove. And now he's up to second, and there'll be 1 ball, no strikes here to the batter. Is it Watson? Trying to get the jersey number. They have 2 subs on their team, on their lineup card here. We'll find out momentarily. Strike comes in. I still can't catch his jersey number, and it's number 5. It is Peloso. He had a big plate of pasta before today's game, so I'm supposed to not judge him if he runs slow. One ball and 2 strikes here to Peluso. And the pitch comes in for a Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout. And knee throw to third, and it's going to go into the fence, and he's going to try and come home, and he will score. So it should be, let's see here, it should be 9-6. I wonder if I forgot to hit a button on the post 400 side, but it is 9-6. And I got a message on Facebook that popped up in preview asking me if the score was wrong, and I couldn't find the message when I went over to the Facebook app, so you were right. The score was wrong, and we'll fix it right now. All right, so we're in the bottom of the 5th, and it's 9-6 with 2 outs. And batting now is one of the subs. It's number 11, Alain. Am I saying that right? A-L-A-I-N is how I think it's spelled on the lineup card. If I got that wrong, I do apologize. Two balls and no strikes. And the 2-0 pitch. Swung on, and that's hit right towards short. He'll bobble it, pick it up, throw, he's safe. It's an infield hit, or we'll go ahead and charge an error on that one. And for the Post 400 fans, if you're following the game on the Game Changer app and my numbers are wrong, let me know. I can adjust them, but they're certainly unofficial outside of the score. Fouled away into the Knights dugout, and that will be good for strike 1 here for Charbonneau, the first baseman. Runner on first. And now there's runners on first and second as he'll get stung in the left hip on that pitch there, and he'll eventually make his way up. Coach will come out, hand out a new ball, and he'll jog his way up to first base. And that'll bring up, Chubak, I believe, the shortstop. So runners on first and second now, and that pitch hits the strike zone. It's an 0-1, and I see I don't have to hit the button for a strike. 0-1, 2 away. Runners on first and second, bottom of the 5th, and the Astros lead by 3. Tying run is at the plate here for the Knights. And the pitch outside for a ball, 1-1. Once again, we'll be back later tonight for the Stars game against, I think, Ontario Gray, I believe is who they're playing. And that's going to be played on another field. And then we'll have more games for you on Friday and Saturday as the Stars and Astros have tomorrow off. So we'll enjoy a free day. And there's a Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout to end the inning. So the Knights will strand 2 on base. And we'll go to the end of the 5th. in the top of the 6th as the Astros exchange the gloves for the bats, and they'll come out next swinging. When we return after this, they lead by 3 with 2 innings to go.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender. The Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota is the place for you and your friends to come and enjoy cold drinks, great food, and sports all under a friendly and fun atmosphere. Whether it's the Vikings, Twins, Wild, NDSU Bison, or one of your favorite teams, watch all the games at the Knickerbocker. Open Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 2 a.m., and Sunday, 12 noon to 2 a.m. You can find the Knickerbocker at 412 Main Avenue in Hickson, just a 10-minute drive south of Fargo. Take University Drive, head south until you arrive.
While the scoreboard reveals the winner of an athletic contest, the real winners are the players, coaches, and fans who show good sportsmanship. Those who treat the game as a competition, show concern for an injured player, and accept all decisions from game officials. Please remember to be a good sport when attending a high school game. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports.
All right, welcome back as we take a look at our upcoming schedule here. Post 400 Stars, 7 o'clock tonight against Ontario Gray, and then the Stars will take on the Serena Braves tomorrow, also a team from Ontario. Loomis Chafee, I believe, is from Connecticut, I believe. And then the Region 8 AA Championship game between the Perham Yellow Jackets and the Duluth Glendon Felton Rebels at 7 o'clock Friday as well. Top of the 6th inning now, and it will be... Let's take a look at the roster here. I'm not sure how to pronounce his last name. This is a new guy to Post 400, to the best of my knowledge. Ashton Renas, I believe. I'm going to have to double check on that. If I get it wrong in this broadcast, I can guarantee you I won't get it wrong in future broadcasts. So. It's his first at-bat here in this game. And the pitch comes in, and it is a strike. 0-1. And the 0-1, swing and a miss for strike 2. Turn this up here. Get you the sounds of the game back into the broadcast. It's been a fun one here today. Both teams producing some great at-bats. Right now, the advantage in favor of the Astros. And this one will be chopped up towards second. He will scoop it up, fire it over, 4-3 ground out for out number 1. So 1 down here for the Astros, and now stepping up to the plate is Malachi Wermeyer, the second baseman. And Wermeyer will swing and miss for strike 1. I want to say thanks to Jason and Lance and Ryan and a couple of others for helping us out on the basketball portion of our schedule as it conflicted with our trip to Florida. And well, this is our first trip to Florida for Magnitude Sports. We've done games in Kansas and Nebraska, South Dakota, Minnesota, North Dakota, obviously, and but it's the first trip down to Florida, and we've never had a trip that has interfered with our winter sports schedule. Matter of fact, this is game 1,399 for me. Our Stars game tonight will be game 1,400, and for Magnitude Sports, I believe this is game 1,830-something. If you go to our website, magnitudesn.com, click on the, we have a brand new website, so I think it's something like On Demand. I'm still getting familiar with it. You can find out which game broadcast this is, but I know we're in the 1830s now, so we're approaching 2,000 games here on Magnitude Sports. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and now let's strike him out. It's a Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout. Now I'll send Moormeyer back to the bench, and I'll bring up Joe Gould. Right fielder for the Astros. Played on the, I'm trying to remember the name of the team. Dirt Dogs, I believe is what they were called. So it's the Stars, Astros, Comets, and then I think the level below the Comets is the Dirt Dogs. We don't cover any Dirt Dog games, but that's where Joe and Jack Gould played last year, and now they are bumped up to the Astros. So. And we'll see after this spring training trip here if they will remain on the Astros or if they'll get a chance to play for the Comets or maybe a chance to play for both. And depending on how they do in the early part of the season, you may even see them on the Stars later this year as well. It's all up to the coaching staff, of course, on who they call up and all that good stuff. But I remember one game a couple years ago, the Dirtbags won 15-1 in 3 innings. They called the game after 3 innings of play. So they're coming from some good teams, and now that'll walk them. That's helicopter number 1. Decided to relax on the plane count, but I had to say something since it wasn't a plane coming that time. First pitch comes through as a ball. Once again, I believe it's Nick Hosbargen, the batter, and it is. As he swings, maybe made contact, but it goes back into the backstop, and it'll be 1-1 the count now. As Semenko is on deck. We'll return to the top of the order here after there is 2 outs, assuming that he can get on base. Another ball, Hosbargen. 2-1 now the count here to Hosbargen. And the 2-1 swung on, fouled back to the right side of our broadcast station. Strike 2 as a result. 2-2 the count with 2 outs and a runner on first. Lanthier will lean in, get the call, swing and miss. It's a Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout for Lanthier on Hosbargen, and they will strand 1 on base, and that'll bring us to the middle of the 6th. And the Knights will go get the bats and come back and try and cut away at this 3-run deficit as they hold the Astros to a goose egg here in the top half of 6. And we'll see if they can trim that deficit when we return in 60 seconds here on the Magnitude Sports Network.
Signarama of Fargo is the trusted, preferred signage vendor of NDSU athletics. The global leader in the sign and graphic industry, Signarama is the way to grow your business. Competitive prices, free consultations and estimates, signage solutions that fit your budget. Signarama is locally owned and committed to community support. Trusted by the Bison, be a championship business with Signarama. Call or go online at sarvalley.com.
You didn't like the call? Please remember the officials on the court and the field have the best view of the action as it happens. More officials are needed. People like you. Stay connected to the game you love. Contact the NDHSAA, MSHSL, or your local high school to find out how to become an official. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports.
All right, welcome back. We head to the bottom of the 6th, and the Knights trail by 3. Let's catch up here on our YouTube chat. Let's see. Is it Cirilla? I believe. If I mispronounced that, I certainly apologize, but thanks for watching. And then Jim says, are you spending any downtime at the beach on my day off tomorrow? I'm still kind of planning what I'm gonna do. I have a couple of ideas in my head, but we'll find out. And then Jake, how many planes and helicopters have there been? There's been one plane, and the plane that just went over, I believe, was plane 16 or 17. So I've kind of stopped counting after about 13, I think. But I believe that I can tell you that our helicopter number is accurate, and the airplane number is within 1, Jake. So thank you very much for tuning in. Music is off now, so we can go back to our field mics. And didn't catch the jersey number. Jake, I tell you what, you keep track of all the airplane sound effects you hear in the background, and start at 17 and go forward from there. As that one there will count as 17. And that'll be the end of it. It's up to you now, Jake. Swing and a miss for a strike. I believe it's number 12, maybe? No, it's number 9. It's Smith. S-M-I... LH or TH. There's no cross on the L. Maybe it's Smile. I'm going to go with Smith, and I apologize if I got it wrong. And he'll bat that down foul the first baseline. Good for strike 2. There's also a ball in there. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the set and the delivery. And that'll be hit right up towards second. He will not bobble it this time, and he is out. So 1 down for the Knights. And that'll bring up Stiller. Stiller, the right fielder for the Knights. And the pitch. And outside and low for a ball. 1-0. For the Astros, 5 in the first, 1 in the third, 3 in the fifth. For the Knights, 2 in the bottom third, 1 in the bottom of the fourth, and 1 in the bottom of the fifth. And that brings us to our score of 9-6 so far here as that pitch comes across and misses for ball 2. And that one is up high, and it's going to be ball 3. So 3 pitches results in a 3-0 count. Here to Stiller. 1 more will put him on base, or better yet, maybe you can get a base hit, turn it into a double or a triple, or I don't think there's been any home runs hit in any of the games that I've been in attendance for this weekend. I know the Astros and Stars have not hit any that I've seen, and all their opponents up to this point have not hit any. So we're still waiting for that first home run of the baseball season here on Magnitude Sports. 3 balls and a strike. And that is inside for ball 4. So I'll bring up the left fielder, Colt. And now time is called. I think the batter is the one who asked for the time, but I'm not 100% sure on that one. So I was looking over at the third base coach when that happened. So here's the delivery, swing and a miss. Nice curve ball that sunk low, and the bat went over the top of the pitch. Strike one. And the 0-1, and that one caught it, got right past the pitcher, and out. And they tagged out the runner on second, so it turns into a 4-4-3 double play, and that ends the 6th inning of play. They leave nobody stranded on base as a result of the double play, and it remains 9-6 as we head to the top of the 7th. Knights will have one more chance, so we'll see if they can hold them scoreless to keep it a 3-run deficit when we return right after this here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Be right back.
The Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota is the place for you and your friends to come and enjoy cold drinks, great food, and sports all under a friendly and fun atmosphere. Whether it's the Vikings, Twins, Wild, NDSU Bison, or one of your favorite teams, watch all the games at the Knickerbocker. Open Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 2 a.m., and Sunday, 12 noon to 2 a.m. You can find the Knickerbocker at 412 Main Avenue in Hickson, just a 10-minute drive south of Fargo. Take University Drive, head south until you arrive.
Buying, selling, or leasing commercial real estate or farmland in the Fargo-Moorhead and surrounding area? From office to retail, industrial to multifamily, commercial land to farmland. As the #1 commercial, sales, and leasing brokerage in the FM region, Goldmark Commercial has the experience and skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs with the highest levels of customer service and marketing around. Trust the experts at Goldmark Commercial Real Estate to lead your team to success.
While the scoreboard reveals the winner of an athletic contest, the real winners are the players, coaches, and fans who show good sportsmanship. Those who treat the game as a competition, show concern for an injured player, and accept all decisions from game officials. Please remember to be a good sport when attending a high school game. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports.
You can find us online on YouTube, youtube.com/Magnitude Sports, and you can also find us on other social media accounts, including Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram. Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram, Magnitude SN, Facebook, TikTok, and Twitter, Magnitude SN. We had to add a 1 to the end of it. Apparently somebody on Instagram has Magnitude SN, and we can't get it. So that's how you can find us online. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you'd be so kind to do so. As we head to the top of the 7th inning now here at Jackie Robinson Stadium in Vero Beach, Florida. And the Astros up 9-6, and we'll see if they can add some insurance runs here in the top of the 7th. As it'll be, I believe, Semenko starting things off here for the Astros. And the pitch is high and in for a ball, and it is indeed Semenko, 1-0. And Semenko drills one to center field, and he will get under it and make the grab. Nicely done there by the center fielder for the Knights, and it's one away. Semenko struck out on his last at bat. Now he flies out to center field. And that'll bring up, I believe that's the new pitcher, Chase Lura, and it is, yep. So Chase Lura will get his second at-bat in this contest. And that one's going high. That one's going towards left center, and it drops. The left fielder had it for a moment, or at least he had it planned out. And as a result, it's going to result in a double. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 runner on. You got ones across the board now here for the Astros. Once again, the batter is Jackson Ammerman. Ammerman struck out last time he was at the plate. Here's the pitch, and it's outside for a ball. It's 2-1 now, the count to Ammerman. We've got some softball players in attendance here. There's a glare out of my right eye as I believe that was a strike. I think I'm not sure who it is. It's a blue-colored jersey. The one I saw yesterday from where I believe was Toronto had a black jersey on with a Blue Jays logo on it. That is sent over to third. Now the high throw to first. Got him out. He had to jump up in the air to make the catch, but he came back down and tagged him, and that will be out number 2. So 2 out, runner on second now as that eliminates one of the base runners, and it's Andre Work, excuse me. And now time is called. Work will put 1 foot out of the box, and now he'll step back in. And he'll set for the pitch with his teammate on second, looking for that insurance run here. Blasted high and foul into the parking lot off the first base side. Good for strike 1, and it's 0-1. On deck is Jack Demers if he can reach base. That is, if Andrew Work can reach base, we'll see Jack Demers next. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch. Swung on to first base. Nice grab. And he dives forward to tag the bag. And that ends the middle of the 7th. So the Astros get nothing across for insurance. And now it's up to the Knights to see if they can score at least 3. We'll return and find out if they can score those 3 here in just a moment on the Magnitude Sports Network.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Do you have a teen ready for driving lessons? Don't know what they need to do or when things need to be done? If busyness keeps you from driving with them, then Gotta Go Driving School is the place to call. Jeff Weber at Gotta Go Driving School has been teaching driving lessons to all age groups since 1991. Call Jeff at Gotta Go Driving, 238-0236. Jeff will tell you to start planning ahead now. Don't wait. Got a new driver? Then it's Gotta Go Driving School. Talk to Jeff or go online at gottagodrivingschool.com.
While the scoreboard reveals the winner of an athletic contest, the real winners are the players, coaches, and fans who show good sportsmanship. Those who treat the game as a competition, show concern for an injured player, and accept all decisions from game officials. Please remember to be a good sport when attending a high school game. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports.
All right, so we have a new pitcher on the mound for the Astros. He'll try and close this one out with the Astros leading 9-6 heading into the bottom of the 7th. It's Eli Claus who will take over on the mound for the Post 400 Astros. And the first batter that Claus will face from the Knights will be the second baseman, Nicholson. And we'll see how Claus is able to close out this game and hopefully, for the Post 400 fans' sake, prevent the Knights from scoring the 3 runs they need to have this game continue. At least I believe it would continue. I don't know if there's a time limit or anything like that. I haven't asked. All I know is that yesterday's game seemed like it took 5 hours and it ended in 6 innings. So we're in the 7th inning now, and I would presume that unless they can tie this up, that this will be the final half inning of play. And that pitch comes right in down the middle for a strike. Maybe just a little bit high, but still within the strike zone. And it's 0-1. Nice first pitch there from Eli Claus. And here's the windup in the 0-1 delivery. That one's a little bit higher to even up the count at 1-1. Nobody out, nobody on base. Bottom of the 7th, Knights trail by 3. Here's the 1-1 from Claus. That one is batted back, foul for another strike. It's 1-2. On deck is McKinnon, as at least I think it. No, he's actually in the hole. We'll see McKinnon. Nice hit out in the center field. It drops just behind the second base, and that's good for a single. Had a hit to the board, and now that'll bring up the center fielder, Watson. And the pitch. Hard hit. Two-hopper to third. Up to second. Over to first. They will not get the out at first, but they will get the out at second, so 1 down, and a runner will remain on first. So he'll reach via fielder's choice, and that'll bring up the scheduled batters, McKinnon, and we'll see if that is him. Yes, it is. It is McKinnon now, the catcher, up to the plate to bat. So Eli Claus will face, now time is called. Six runs is the most runs the Astros have given up in their games down here at Vero Beach so far. Nice hit, and will it sneak by the left fielder? I don't think so. No, he'll make the grab, and that's 2 down. Thought for a moment there that might have had enough power to get past the left fielder, but Hosbargen, I believe, who's out in left field right now for the Astros, was able to calculate exactly where that ball was going, and he made the grab. 2 away now, and runner on first. And I believe it's Peloso, and it is. And Peluso will call time. So it's up to Peluso to keep this game going here for the Knights. See if he can get a base hit and bring the tying run up to the plate. Here's the pitch from Claus, and he'll hit that right to second. And they'll take the easy out at first on Peluso, and that will end the game. So 1-2-3, almost, not quite a 1-2-3 inning actually in the bottom of the 7th. And your final score in this one, the Post 400 Astros win it by the score of 9-6, scoring 5 of those 9 runs in the. I see we got to fix our 4th inning. I don't know what's up with that. We've had problems on the first 3 games with that 4th inning too. But with that said, your final score is correct at least, and it's 9-6 here on favor of the Astros, as the 2 teams will shake hands. Thanks so much for joining us, whether you're cheering on the Astros or if you're cheering on the Knights. We certainly appreciate it. and we hope to see you again soon here on Magnitude Sports. Have a great rest of your evening, and we'll talk to you again for the Post 400 Stars and Ontario Grey. Coming up at approximately 7 o'clock tonight, we'll have the game for you here on Magnitude Sports. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll talk to you again soon.